The municipality of North Cypress-Langford is located to the south of Neepawa, bordering the town on three sides and stretching south past Carberry as far as Shiloh to the west and Edrins to the east. Total population for the area is 2,860, with a land area of 1,762 square kilometers within 6 wards.
Call the meeting to order. Resolution 192, 2025. Be it resolved that the meeting be convened at 9 a.m. with Ray Drayson in the chair. Can I have a mover, please?
Rob.
Rob, seconder. Dallas. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Adoption of the agenda. Resolution 193, 2025. Be it resolved that the agenda for the regular meeting of July 14, 2025 be adopted as circulated. Can I have a mover, please? Grant, seconder.
Davidson.
Jaren, anybody have anything to add?
Are we gonna add that, we gotta get approval for that?
Just to go ahead with, so approval of the tire stewardship program.
Okay, so we can put that down.
Yeah,
Just don't forget it, okay?
yeah, got it down.
Okay, good. Anything else? Anybody else have anything else? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Adoption of the minutes. Resolution 194, 2025. Be it resolved that the minutes for the regular meeting of June 9th, 2025 and joint meeting minutes of June 23rd, 2025 be adopted as circulated. Can I have a mover, please? Dallas, seconder.
Rob.
Rob, anybody have any questions regarding those minutes? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Morning, Joel, how are you?
Morning, I'm doing
Good.
pretty good.
We'll go down to finance and accounts. Resolution 195, 2025, be it resolved that the financial statement for June 2025 be referred to council. Can I have a mover, please?
Grant.
Grant, seconder. Harold? Any questions on the financial statement? Comments? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 196, 2025, be it resolved that the accounts check number 31640 to 31811 totaling $1,206,654.73 and direct deposits withdrawal totaling $137,474.89 be approved for payment. Have a mover, please. Rob, seconder.
Davidson.
Jaren, anybody have any questions on all those checks or anything?
Yeah, she printed them incorrected.
Any other questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. I guess we might as well go on the planning stuff right now before Hildebrands get here. By the looks of things.
Oh, big here? Sure.
We got one at 9:05 and one at 9:10.
Yep.
Okay, planning matters, resolution 197, 2025. Be it resolved, council adjourn the regular meeting at 9:04 to deal with planning matters. Can I have a mover, please?
Davidson.
Jaren, seconder.
Grant.
Robbie? All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. We'll just touch a couple of these up for a minute here. Murray drainage plan, we're waiting for more info on that. Bray drain tilage. Questions, comments? Are we willing to let them open cut, or do we make them directional bore like we are everybody else?
I say, since we're reviewing the policy anyways,
we have a road agreement with them, they guaranteed to pay for all costs. I don't see any problem with
As long as we're reviewing it,
Yeah.
if we put it into our agenda to review the policy in general.
it. Change it.
I think we gotta, who's gonna answer all the questions?
Which questions?
Why are we allowing somebody to,
Well, if we're changing the policy, everybody will be allowed in the future to do
Going
so.
forward, it'd be everybody the same, right? This,
And when we change the policy, we can discuss whether we're gonna make them pay for a variance to do it, or just have it as a signed agreement.
There'll be places where you can do it easily, and there'll be places that we
Yeah,
can't.
there's places where it's not,
And we'll have to decide on how we word it and how we do it.
Main roads definitely directional
Yeah.
roads.
If I remember right, this is a back road, right?
well, it's a side road.
Side road?
But it's used enough.
and there's another one coming right down the road beside it too, so.
Yeah.
Another one.
But like that guy was saying, in his municipality, they allow the proponent of the
but-
project to pay for improvements to the ditch too.
But he is selling tile drainage.
Sure,
He
no.
is the salesperson.
But if it's a way to help our roads at minimal cost to the taxpayers, it might be worth looking at.
But it's the same thing, it's the, you know, you gotta look after the smaller farmers out there that might not be able to afford to do that ditch drainage. So we drain it to them and stop? Or do we make them go right to a,
Well,
you know,
it
these
depends.
are to be
That
rolled in
depends,
there.
yeah,
drained.
that's right, like, no, you don't stop if you have to continue going to make the project work, right?
Yeah, that's discussion too.
Other places do it, so I don't agree with it all the time, but I've seen it happen,
Yep.
so.
So what do we like to do with the braid dryer? Let's start with, we'll go back here to 905. We've got
Yeah.
Dixon at 905 here, so. Go ahead, Joel.
Yeah, they have application for a conditional use to establish a non-rural dwelling site within the agricultural rural zone on their current subdivision.
Everything works out okay?
Yep, no, it's pretty straightforward. And then they also have a variance application to change the maximum parcel size of 10 acres for non-farm dwelling site to a maximum of 30.69 acres on that lot.
That's that whole piece.
Yes,
Yeah.
that whole strip.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's useless if
Yeah.
you leave it at 10.
Yeah,
Is that because the railway
There's a
track
10 acre
cuts-
slough, yeah.
yeah.
You don't see any issues with it? or
No,
anything,
there's
Joel?
not
Everything's
at all.
good? Robbie?
Did you-
No, it's, I've
Good?
seen it, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
All right, that was a big discussion. All righty, anybody else got any comments?
No, looks good.
You're okay with this?
Yep.
Okay. Good. All right then, thank you very much.
Get out.
Yep. I'm gone. I got stuff to do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See ya, thanks.
Have a good week. Yeah, thanks. Spruce Colony Lagoon, update from province. Robert Boswick responded pertaining to the wastewater treatment lagoon file number 6198. The environmental assessment and licensing process is near completion. They received comments from the proponent earlier this week, July 7th to 11th, and they're under review. Once they receive an additional outstanding information, they expect a licensing decision to be made soon after. So that's all the information on that, eh, Teresa?
Yep.
And the Hoffman non-compliance letter sent out June 6th and 23rd with no response within 14 days pertaining to a structure that has been built without permit. No response or compliance has been attempted, therefore Cypress Planning will follow their procedures and proceed with an independent assessment of value of the unpermitted structure and add a penalty fee in accordance with district regulations. Property taxes and penalties will be applied to the property tax account based on the value of the structure.
Have you heard anything yet from them, Joel? Nothing?
No.
So of all the letters that went out, this is the only one that did.
Yeah, and I sent out a second letter too.
Yeah,
So final notice and nothing.
yeah.
No email, calls,
We have,
text, nothing.
we have procedure for that now, right? Like you've stated here? So
Yep.
Perfect.
we proceed.
Yeah, I pretty much just have to go and measure it up and value it. Yeah. So
All right,
pretty simple.
good enough. Thank you very
So
much
is that-
for doing that.
The cost of the permit plus a penalty goes on their taxes? Is that how we do it?
Yes,
Okay.
I got to figure all that out. Just make sure it's all good, but yeah, pretty much I value it at what the permit would be worth. And then, like we have in our bylaws too, for penalties, we'll not get in a permit. I think we charge double for permit fee if you start construction without, so that would pretty much be what the penalty would be.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I would just figure out, try and see what the structure is valued at. So I just have to go there and measure it up. And
All your other non-compliance ones or whatever? all
Yep,
fell into
no, all
place?
good. Bray Farms sent the check and signed both permits
Good.
for 2 pole sheds. Yeah, everyone else complied and I sent permits out, so.
Awesome.
Yep, there's a couple more that I've seen, in the Burn subdivision down the old highway. So, someone's put a small shed on one and then a sea can on another, so next time I'm around there, I'm gonna just stop in, see if anyone's around.
You gotta get a permit for a C-Can?
Yep.
Honest?
Mm-hmm.
Holy, I did not know that.
That's in our bylaws.
Sheesh.
What if it's on skids and move ground?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anything
It
over
is still
10.
any kind of structure you need a permit for.
What's
What if it's
happening
got
with the
wheels on it?
culverts?
If it's wheels, then that's a gray area, but pretty much if it has wheels, it can be moved. I don't think you need a permit. But no, it states right in there, C-cans are permitted structures, so. And then if they're used as dwelling, then they have to have engineered plans.
All right.
So, what was that, Rob?
The culverts.
Yeah, Trevor, yeah, I filled out permits, I'm still waiting for payment and signature, so I'm gonna reach out to him this week and see.
Good.
So, but no, he was fine.
Good.
Him and Bray, they were
Awesome.
fine to deal with for me, so,
Perfect.
yep.
Any other comments? Joel?
Nope, I don't have anything else.
Good job, thank you.
Phil, yep,
How you making out without Bev? Tough?
I'll make it out. The board meeting tomorrow is gonna be interesting, I'll put it that way, so.
He's not there. It'll
I won't be
easy.
there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Rob,
Yeah, well, there you go. I'll figure it out the best I can. I filled out another part 3. I don't even know how many part 3s we have now. So, yeah, no, we're busy. We're already 92nd permit I filled out, so.
I just wish we were collecting 100% of that part 3.
Yeah, well, hopefully in
down the road.
2 years we will be, so.
Okay,
Have you heard back from Devin regarding that Hoffman?
No,
Okay,
no, I have not.
we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yes, for
Okay,
sure. I
awesome.
know we have a new subdivision too, so.
Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you guys very
Thanks,
much.
Joel. Have a good day, have a good week, thank you.
Yep, you too.
Resolution 198, 2025, be it resolved that council adjourn the hearing regarding planning matters at 9:14 a.m. and the regular meeting of council resume. Have a mover, please. Dallas, seconder.
Rob.
Rob, all in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you.
Sit down, guys.
Come on in and have a seat there.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Friends.
Morning.
Resolution 199, 2025, be it resolved that council approve the conditional use order number CU 1225 NCL to establish a rural non-farm dwelling site within the AR agricultural rural zone at PT Northeast 11015 WPM Road 84 West, just south of Road 55 North, as per subdivision file number 4155258736. Can I have a mover, please? Dallas, seconder.
Davidson.
Jaren, any questions on this? Everybody know where this is, Robbie?
No, I do not.
84 west and 55 north, so we're west of here then, eh? Have any drawing on that, Teresa?
So
96 is here.
It's right on Wayne's forehead, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wayne. Delilah.
Just following from Dixon, isn't it?
yes.
Pardon me?
This is the Dixon one
Yes.
we just talked about.
Just-
Okay, all right, this is what we were just talking
Yeah.
about, okay.
That's not it.
That's
No,
not it.
I'm
No,
just
that's
bringing
the
it.
homestead, I think. Doug Homestead.
It's one of them I trapped.
Actually, the second part has that 30.69, so it looks the same.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
I think we all know which one we're talking about
Yeah.
anyway,
The
right?
ones you
Yeah.
just got rid of.
Yeah. Okay, anybody got any questions regarding that then? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 200, 2025, be it resolved that council approve variation order number V1125 NCL to increase the maximum parcel size of a rural non-farm dwelling site within the AR agricultural rural zone from a maximum parcel size of 10 acres to a maximum parcel size of 30.69 acres in the AR agricultural rural zone located at Northeast 11015 WPM Road 84 West, just south of Road 55 North, as per subdivision file number 4155258736. Can I have a mover, please? Robbie, seconder. Harold? Sorry, Nels.
No worries.
Any questions? Same place as last time, just the other, that's all. Any other comments, questions on it? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 201, 2025, whereas council has received a subdivision application from Burgess Law Office on behalf of Doug Olmsted Ltd., registered owner of Southeast 91214 W, the southeast quarter section 91214 WPM, to remove an existing yard site from the rest of the agricultural land to a third party. Therefore, be it resolved, council approves subdivision file 4155258752 under the following conditions. That a conditional use order be obtained for the establishment of the non-farm dwelling site of proposed lot 1 as necessary to ensure compliance with the zoning bylaw, and that a variance order be obtained increasing the allowable site area from 10 acres to 11.86 acres as necessary to ensure compliance with the zoning bylaw. I have a mover, please.
Grant.
Grant, seconder. Harold? Any questions over that one? Comments? There's a picture of it there if you want to look at it. All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Close enough to 2020 here by the looks of things. 920, Wayne and Delilah. Go ahead, welcome.
Thank you, Greg.
I want to go around the table and we'll introduce everybody first off, make sure.
Grant Churdy.
Great.
Teresa? Morning.
Rob Van Comer. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to come and have a few minutes with you. I know 15 minutes is quick and we're going to start, we've got a busy agenda, so we're going to try to stick to that. And
Yep.
that's why, Teresa, do you happen to have that letter that has those questions on it? Because first of all, thanks for the opportunity. We've lived in farm of Langford. It's amazing, can't believe it, for 40 years now. And so it's quite a bit of time. And we're just here today to ask you some questions about a conservation corridor program and the bylaw and what sort of the why and the how you came up with a decision that Councillor Murray mentioned to us verbally that they're going to remove it from the conservation corridor bylaw, and that it has implications, serious implications for us. And we have a wonderful property in this RM, and we just wanted to understand why and how you came up with that decision. So that's why we're here. Yeah. So yeah. Teresa's looking for it, but so essentially, in the meantime, I'm just going to hand out some of those. I don't know that I have enough, so one or two you might have to share. I do have another couple of
You have
them.
one more?
Yeah, two of them. Yeah. Yeah. So that's that front page of what we handed out to you. But the background to it is for many years we've had an issue with violations to our conservation corridor that's right beside our place, and that's the one that apparently you're going to remove from the bylaw. And I don't really. We need a little more information on just exactly how that's going to happen. And basically it provides us shelter and privacy, and it's really important. It's really important to our property, and there's been violations on it for many years, and we've asked council to enforce the bylaw for many years as well. So the way I look at it, there's a problem. There's violations, and that's the problem, ruining and destroying habitat, and then there's symptoms. And we're the symptom, because what we do is we bring that to your attention, and we've done that for many years. So there's the problem of the destruction of the habitat, which is what the bylaw is there to protect, and then there's us, and we're the symptom that says we'd sure like to have this protected, and which is what the intent of the bylaw was. So that's the bottom line. Like, it's really, really important to our property and our privacy and our shelter. And that's why we wanted to find out why exactly you were removing it. So if you flip the page on that, and it's this one here, it's the second page if you want to look at that. This was actually an excellent thing that the council did. They sent out a letter to all the area people that lived around our area, and what they did was they said, we're writing to landowners to say, something's going on here, and we need to know that who's doing this violation to the conservation corridor in this area. This is the one in red that's going to be apparently going to be removed. And so what they did here is they actually said this is the purpose of the program. It's to protect the habitat. That's it. It's very simple. It's protect the habitat on public road allowance. This is public property. And they also said there is a contravention. There's a penalty if you have there. So what they're basically doing is saying, here's the purpose, and here's the penalty, and then a couple of pictures that clearly say this is unacceptable behavior, so people can see it. And these are pictures of what's happening on our road allowance. And they decided to use this, and this was around 21, 22 when this went out. So the message here is, council is saying this is unacceptable. We have a bylaw, and we're going to enforce it. So I thought it was really good thing for the council to do. So in that, if you flip the page after that, and this is kind of where things are at with the municipality, in this one right here. It's got the boundaries of the road allowance on it. So if you're looking here at me, this is the north-south one. That's the east-west one. And there's two ones there that are conservation corridors, that north-south one and the east-west. You can see what's happening with the land use there just by the colors alone. On this one that's going east-west, that's probably 90% in agricultural use. And it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller every year. I've never brought this to your attention. Because it doesn't really affect our yard. It's our property on the north side, and it's getting smaller and smaller every year. You can just see by the color, that is ag land on public property. That whole section. The one that's over on the west side, this one over here, that's 100% ag land. That's actually fenced off. You can see again by the color, that's not even accessible to the public. That's not a conservation corridor though. No wonder the north and south, again, if you just look at the color of the land use, you can see that probably 60-70% of that is 100% agricultural land. And the only one that's protecting the habitat is us. And you can see those tree lines along that little triangle there where we're just trying to keep that little sliver that's left of the tree habitat. And I should mention on this parcel over here, that's 5 acres. In 20 years, we've left that 100% for habitat. We've no agricultural use. It used to be farmed, it used to be hayed, and but that piece over there, 100%, and we've got tree plantings in there from the watershed, and we're trying to do our thing there for habitat. But that's what we're trying. That's what we're trying to do. Is we're just trying to protect that little sliver that's left on these conservation corridors that isn't being farmed. And so that's why it upsets us when someone goes in and destroys this habitat, and that's why this decision is really concerning to us, because we just those 4 little circles there are those 4 spots that are big openings that allow people to come into our property. There's a lot of RVs use this. It's a really popular trail now, and so there's some that like the soft snow and they come in, and it's a hunting and it's a fishing area. It's well used. It's a great recreational. It's one way to get to the lake that is easy, and people have recognized that and they use it. So anyway, that's our concern. So I just wanted to give you the background so you know why we're here. So with that comes these questions. So thank you very much, Teresa. So the first one is, we just don't understand why are you not wanting to protect and maintain this habitat as a conservation corridor? Why are you cherry picking it out?
That's too bad Malcolm's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we sent this letter because we know we have 15 minutes, and you've had this for a while, so I'm hoping someone's had some time to. We wanted to give you time to think about it. That's why we wrote them.
But I know I've been up and down that back road several times, and I really don't see an issue what has been happening up there. He's mowing the grass up there, yeah,
He's also
which I
taking-
don't think is hurting anything, and he's going up into a hayfield that he's haying. Like, I just never saw a really nothing major that whoever, I've never saw pictures of who's done it or whatever, we all presume. And it's, and we've got, a couple of neighbors that just don't see eye to eye, unfortunately. And it's puts us in a heck of a situation too. And we just felt that if we put it back to our thing, is he going to change? Or that person, whoever's doing it, going to change? I don't know. I can't tell you.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Any other comments?
I think part of the discussion was, like, it's been, how many years has this situation been going on? About 30, right? 20, yeah. So any suggestions we've kind of given in the past haven't really come forward to like make any resolve. Like, we had given a suggestion to, like, perhaps put up panels to cover the open areas that were opening. And then I know Malcolm had said he suggested they like putting in like a row of trees with inside the row of trees, which would, not only up, right, the nature, but would also give the blockage. So without the follow up to a couple of suggestions, we didn't really see what else would change for resolve here, right? So that was a big part of it, I think.
Can I say something
Yep.
there to that regard? When we first moved in, there was an opening that had been used as an approach to get into the field. So we wanted to close that off. We planted trees in that approach, and they were cut down when they didn't start, kept growing because he dug them out. So every time we've tried to put something in, it's either sprayed out or dug out. So even though we've made an effort to do that, like again this year, some of the bush was starting to grow back into an area that he'd cut. And this year it was all sprayed out.
And that's when he was charged for trespassing.
Yes.
No,
Well,
that
that
same,
was-
that same
that was-
area
that
has
was
been
last
sprayed out
year.
again this year.
Yeah.
So when he's doing this, is he trying to reclaim some of that road allowance for farming?
No.
Some of it, yes, and some of it, no.
Because this is right in the tree line that
Tree line.
goes all the way
He's on
down.
the east side where he's spraying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our side.
Yeah, so that goes on to our property as well.
And you've had a trespassing issue, you said? Like,
Yeah, oh,
has
He's been
this gone
charged.
through
Anything
the
on
courts,
our,
so-
anything on our, like,
Yeah.
there's an enforcement issue that deals with, private property.
Yeah,
And absolutely, and we've dealt with that.
yeah.
And you know about that.
Like he's been coming on the private property and doing stuff, has he, Wayne, or
Absolutely,
just?
absolutely, yeah.
But that's
and-
beyond our reach here.
And we're dealing with that,
Yeah,
and,
we
and there's
can't
been charges,
Yeah.
and so, that's the one issue, but what we can't control is what happens on the road allowance. And that's what's opening everything up into our property.
So I guess in other instances where we've applied this, like it's been, somebody's gone in with a cat and taken the whole conservation corridor out, and we've had watershed come and plant trees and then charge it back to the person before. And that was like the whole scale removal, like complete destruction of it.
Yeah.
We don't wanna go there.
And I don't know, like this, a bit of mowing and brushing here and there, like it still retains the majority of the conservation corridor. It's not being taken out, I guess, is how I kind of looked at it. But
Well, and that's fair, Jaron, but the trouble is this has become, and it's changed over 20 years, like, you know, it's actually become an RV recreational
yeah,
corridor.
that has changed in all of our roads. Like I've got pastures too, and if
Yeah.
I don't have fences up, I can't keep people off my
No,
land.
you can't, you can't.
It's as much to do one as to keep the cattle in. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like on my hayfield that's 6 miles away, I can't control who goes in and out of that. I try and keep the gates shut, but it doesn't seem to make a difference.
No.
So it's an ongoing problem, and now that there's so many people with side-by-sides and ATVs, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not gonna stop. And people come from other towns and drive through our area, and
Yeah.
they don't know.
No, it's very true, it is a problem.
Yeah.
So when they get in there, if you look at that, so what they end up do is they come through the yard. And that's just,
Frustrating.
it's just frustrating.
So what,
Do you
So-
have signs, like private property
Oh,
signs?
it's all, so in order to get a trespassing charge, you have to have things signed, all,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so everything's signed.
Yeah.
so you're here asking us today to reestablish the corridor. Is that would be your end goal?
Yes, it would be,
Yes.
I would go, so all of these points are fine. Why are you removing the protection of a bylaw? We don't understand why you're removing that protection of the bylaw. That's the one thing, even 20 years ago, before we even moved into that property, we understood that's a municipal law. That is there to protect ratepayers. It's just the same as any zoning bylaw or any of those
There was
things.
some question as to whether it was needed in that area because of the Crown buffer zone. Isn't there a conservation area around Lake Irwin that prevents stuff like that
No,
through land? No, there's not?
no. There is Crown land that was
There's
all brought
Crown
up to
land.
the 100-year flood level,
Yeah.
so they would, but that's, there
There's
is
no-
no
No
protection.
protection, oh, okay.
Nothing, no.
Okay, well, that was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, no. So the conservation corridor, it is there as the law of the municipality, and it's there to provide protection to habitat. And that's our issue. We just don't see why you would remove that protection. And I don't know if Teresa shared that email that I sent out to several councillors in the CAO. Essentially, we're losing more and more and more of our habitat. The shelter belts are going, the little tree bluffs are going, the sloughs are being drained. And these public right-of-ways are becoming more and more critical. Like they're showing themselves the value of them because of the lack on private land and the loss of habitat on private land. We need to keep these things. For us, it makes no sense to remove these. We should be regaining them. I'm looking at the ones here that are being utilized 100% for private use, and this is public land. And we definitely shouldn't be getting rid of these little beautiful islands of habitat. For ourselves, it affects us because it brings negative implications into our land, and that's why we raise the issues. The issue is, why is the municipality not enforcing this bylaw? Like this is, you send out this thing, you advise people, why are you not
The
enforcing it?
conservation corridors were established, and council picked which ones to apply them to.
Yeah,
They didn't go and plant any more trees, it was just, we're leaving it the way it is.
yeah.
In a lot of these places like this field has always been worked to where it is. Like, maybe there's been some encroachment, the odd tree, but I don't think they've actually cleared any land to farm that there.
Well, on this one here, it gets smaller every year, and it's simply because of the loss of habitat. These two are conservation
But like,
corridors.
there's other places that are farmed through too, that were just designated as a conservation corridor and nothing changed. Like, it was just that way.
Yeah,
So
and we're not asking, Jaron, for change.
Yeah.
We're asking for what we had. We just want to maintain what we had, and because that was our privacy and our shelter, and we're now all of a sudden there's these openings, and that's the thing that is allowing people, and we've got renters and they come in on the land, and I mean, we're all frustrated with that, right? But we don't want it, and we're just saying, why is this being allowed? Why can we not have these blocked or put back to what it was? And that's our question. And now you're removing this, you're cherry picking this one that is causing you an issue because we're bringing it to your attention. And you're saying, well, we don't know how to deal with this. You don't have a bylaw enforcement officer. There's issues with that, and we're the ones that suffer from it. So we don't understand why you're removing it. That's our biggest issue. So
But years ago, when you built there, we could have just bulldozed all that back road and made you use an approach off of our road.
absolutely.
We were good enough to accept the proposal that you put forward at
No,
the
we
time.
didn't
and
put
it-
forward
and it was
very-
good, yes, by all means.
But we didn't put that forward. That was the municipal proposal. That came from the municipality. So what we did is when we moved there, they knew it was the end of a road, and it was designated as a conservation corridor. So they suggested, instead of removing the trees, we could build the road on your private land. So we gave up cultivated, cropped farmland so that they could put the road on our private land. Perfect. It's worked fantastic, and we're really happy with that suggestion. We did it to leave the habitat.
Yeah.
And that's what now it's being destroyed, and it's affecting us, and that's why so for the whole thing, we've always wanted, just wanted to have what we had, just leave our trees. Yeah. And so that's why we really don't understand, and what we're asking is, we want you to reflect on your decision. And we don't know where it's at. Where is this at? Like, what's the process here for taking something out of a bylaw?
You know how you gotta go about doing that?
We'll just have to bring it up, rescind the bylaw and
Bring
redo
it up
it.
and resend it and do it again?
Because I know that the one other factor too, like, you have an absolute point of view, and the opposition has an absolutely black and white opposite point of view. So I know there's pictures of what has happened, but as Malcolm has said too, like, if it's not like a picture of an absolute person doing the action, right? The proof issue is, I know everybody has assumptions of what's going on back and forth, but without physical proof specifying exactly who's doing it, I don't think it's hard to make decisions, like public decisions on that, right?
About
You
to
have
charge
that.
somebody, yeah. it's-
Oh, but you have that. We provided that. 100% guaranteed photographic, visual proof. We provided that to council.
Pictures of what was done,
Yes,
We
But
never
not the
saw any
person
pictures of
doing it.
anything, of the person actually
Right,
doing
because
it.
they-
absolutely. 100%. Yeah. And I'll provide that again to you.
Because I've never saw a
I
picture of
don't
a
know.
tractor and a mower mowing it, or a guy out there actually cutting something. I
Well-
never saw that. I saw the aftermath, yes.
I've seen after pictures.
We've caught him doing it. We just don't have a picture of him doing it. But last year you caught him.
Yeah, no, it's 100% undeniable,
I know I saw a
verifiable.
picture of him riding down the road on a bicycle or something like that, and that's basically all I saw as far as that person being there.
Yeah, no, this is, it's 100% undeniable proof on 2 places where the vandalism and the violations have occurred. Yeah. Yeah. And including on it, because of it, charges on both places. 100% verifiable
Okay.
from our CMP.
Was that not forwarded due to the investigation at the time though? Was that?
That was for destruction of habitat on the public property and our private property. Yeah. Yeah, so okay, so that's that. So what, the procedure you're using, you're gonna rescind the whole bylaw, you're gonna basically cherry pick out the 1 mile. Is this, I'm just asking for verification, and then you're gonna leave the bylaw. So because this one is causing you some issues, you want to cherry pick it out, but then redo the bylaw without that mile in it and keep that in. Is that what your decision is?
Well, I think we'll do some more discussion after this meeting here to talk about what we really consider doing then. I think we gotta take a bigger look at it then. I'm glad you
What was
came
the
in to
recommendation?
bring these forward.
That is probably correct, what you're saying.
Okay.
That was the recommendation, that was,
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you,
yeah.
and, like, I'm down here, right?
Yeah.
So this is all kinda new to me,
Yeah.
but I can see your point 100%. It happens all the time. Now, even if it's not a corridor, you can still request to get that surveyed, and he can't do anything with that road allowance, the guy that you're talking, right? So there is other ways to deal with it besides the corridor. Now, the corridor is easy for us because it's in place already,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well,
But I understand what you're saying.
okay, we appreciate that. Thank you for that. So, in closing, we would ask you to, like, this Conservation Corridor program is a good program. We're strong supporters of it. And they're going to become more and more critical over time. And you're going to find, at some point, with with the changing environment and the necessity for carbon sequestration, and all of those things, that these are going to become extremely valuable to the municipality. You're going to have something there that you can just take those conservation corridors, and for carbon credits, you're going to be able to use those. You're going to be able to absolutely have that for justifiable things, saying this is what we're doing to contribute, on public land. And we do have these areas, and they're going to become more and more valuable. They will also become more and more valuable because they're spread out through the whole municipality, and different parts of our municipality are in different states of development. And there's going to be these little pieces where it's literally 100% agricultural. They're going to be the places that are left. And that's just the way it's gonna go. And we're all seeing it, and I know you all agree with this, I'm sure you do. And so we're saying, please do not remove this. It is a protection for us. No matter what happens down the road, it's a protection for us. And we ask you to leave it and maintain that corridor. Not just for ours, but also for the watershed benefits and the wildlife benefits and the habitat benefits for the municipality. It really is what we're asking for. It's not just us. So I know our time's up. I would like to give you more information so that I can convince you that it's 100% verifiable that, what these violations are on public municipal land. There's no question. And we're still pursuing another one, that very last picture where it's carrying on our private land. We're doing what we can on our private land. It's the public land we want help with.
I hear you.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, where's this last picture? Is this north of your house here, Wayne?
That's yeah, just north of the house. That's the one where the trespassing charge was on.
This one right
Okay.
here.
Yeah, and so that's just last week, all sprayed out again. All the new growth coming up, 100% killed on our private land and on what he's opened up and what he brushed out on the public land. It's all killed.
That's the second dot down from the top, right? On your land.
You got it.
Basically, that opening there?
No, the second dot, no, the third dot.
Third dot down.
Yeah.
Third dot.
So right at your house, or basically?
I'm sorry.
There's all those
They're not up.
lights.
Yeah, that's the one I was meant there.
Third dot down.
One for the
There's-
top.
They're
one
not up,
for the
second
bottom.
down.
There is another, he did spray also.
Yeah, that was the one I was talking about, Wayne.
How
Right
big
on
an
the
area are we
start.
talking like here?
It's small. It's like you could drive 2 half tons. Yeah. It's
So
just-
marked, is this conservation corridor marked?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the municipality did a good job. Like, the last 3, he put up, the signs were removed is what happened. And Jaron can tell you some other stuff about signs that were removed. The municipality has tried to keep signage there. They were removed. The municipality put up ones right at the very beginning of this mile and right at the very end. They are still there. There was another one that was put up at the far end, specifically saying bylaw, no tree cuts. That got thrown in Jaron's laneway. When he, so, yeah.
So this is July 4th.
Yeah.
Now, is he charged with this one again? Or you can't say? Okay. Well, I get that. But the charged with trespassing, was that an earlier one?
That
Yep.
was
Okay.
last year. yeah.
Fair enough.
So we're talking 2 offenses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And he's also,
Yeah.
there is one that's opposite our yard, so when you drive by, you can actually look into our yard, and that's sprayed out again as well,
And that's all on the public road
on
lines.
the road lines.
You gone for a drive since last fall or fall before, down any of our other back roads to the south of you there?
Not many, no. Why do you ask?
Oh, there was lots of conservation corridors that had the entire miles on both sides brushed.
Really?
Yeah, I know it's frustrating and the biggest thing there is for us as a bylaw is the rules of the municipality. It's like the province, the legislation is the rules. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And we felt we were protected, and we want to be protected, and we're asking to be protected. And so I'll just leave you with that thought. And I know you've got other business, and you've been very good about giving us time, and we appreciate that, and we thank you for that. And so you know
One
what
of these,
we're asking for?
unfortunately, in the day, they should have put a designated number down for a fine. They all put down that can be fined, can be
No,
this,
it
can
isn't
be that.
designated, it's $100. It's not
But
the fine.
$100,
Yeah, it's a summary conviction fine. It's trivial.
Yeah.
I know it because I was the one that signed these ones up. And the thing is the restoration cost. And for restoration, we don't care. We're asking like 5 trees, just something to put in there. And when you're dealing with it, it's the permit that you put in there that says, you know, it's actually taking away privileges where people have had access to this. It's putting those things in the permit where you say, you know what, if those trees disappear, some other things that you used to have are gonna disappear, or that you were using, how you're gonna use. Those are the things, that's how you actually would manage it. Get management of these things, yeah, and stop the problem.
I know this neighboring landowner there, he gets plenty of trees for watershed too, plants lots of trees.
Sorry, what?
Well, I've seen him come in the office and buy trees and plant, he's been planting trees through watershed himself.
Not there.
No, I suppose not there. But
Yeah, you know,
and
we,
like, the thing I go back to again is like, it's not the wholesale destruction of the habitat, like where we've seen cats go in and bulldoze it, so that, you know,
yeah.
right up to the road. So like, this selectively brushing and mowing, like how do you enforce against that, Wayne? Like it's, I know we have the bylaw, but when it's sort of intent is to stop the one thing, and then this is still a habitat, like, I don't know,
It's actually very easily done, and now's not the time, but like I work on contract with a habitat agency,
yeah.
and my card says variance officer. I deal with this stuff. I deal with non-compliance.
Mhm.
It's very easy, and the tools that you have in the bylaw are 100% the way to go. You just have to use them. And
But
it's,
who's the judge? Like, if he's not
are.
wholesale removing, okay, well, I don't think it's that bad then. He's mowed and brushed some.
yeah.
But it
Well,
gets
see, and
worse, it gets worse every year. There's newer and newer spots.
So it's expanding, and that's.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, no,
You
it
see
just,
that
it
as
just
a
keeps
problem.
going. There's more and more of them, yeah.
Your problem is, he's taking an inch, and next year he's taking 2.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's no enforcement. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'd be more than happy to help you with those questions and how could it be done? And I deal with violations, variances to conservation easement agreements.
Unfortunately, I don't know if that's probably possible for us to take you up on that. Unfortunately,
Not possible?
probably not.
Oh, well, I'm just.
No, I mean,
I'm just throwing it out
yeah,
there.
yeah, we have our own, like, we have to use our own system for that. And I understand what you're offering,
Yeah,
but it just,
yeah.
it probably wouldn't be good.
Yeah. It's a good bylaw, it's a good program, don't throw it out. That's what you know, whatever, and somehow, some way, probably on our private land through enforcement, we may get some resolution to it. We would like more on the public land. That's why we're
So in the
here.
meantime, if you already have that going forward, that there's been issues on the private, that if you did follow up and now put a tree line in there, now that it's on record, and then you can go back if there is incidents again, at least your holes will be filled in if the trees are on the private side, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I won't get into bullying and how to handle it. Because.
No, it's good you came in, Wayne.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you
it
for
is.
your time.
Yeah.
Thank you for
We
your
appreciate it.
time.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Was
very
there
much.
ever much bush on the west side of the road there?
No,
I
no.
didn't think there was.
And we have no problem with that. Like, when we go there and if there was something that was there when we bought it and stuff like that, like, we're fine with that. Yeah. It's just what's disappearing, yeah. Thank you very much to council.
Well,
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much for
Appreciate the
coming in,
time.
you two.
Yep.
Enjoy the day.
Well, we're headed down to the golf course, so.
Nice.
Have a good week, you guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, thanks, Wayne Lila. Okay, where were we now? Resolution 202, 2025. Whereas council has received a subdivision application from Sheldon Weeb on behalf of 5568256 Manitoba Limited, registered owner of Southeast 341013 West, the southeast quarter section of 341013 WPM to separate an existing yard site with included agricultural operation and cell. Therefore, be it resolved, council approves subdivision 4155258740 under the following conditions: that a variation order be obtained to decrease the minimum site area from 80 acres to 17.88 acres within the AR agricultural rural zone. Number 2, that a variation order be obtained to decrease the minimum site width from 1,000 feet to 561 feet within the AR agricultural zone, and that a variation order be obtained that decreases the required site area needed for a livestock operation. Can I have a mover, please? Robbie, seconder. Harold, questions?
Can we see the pictures? Thank you.
Yeah, that's the wrong one, yeah.
This Weeb. Can you see it?
No,
Later on.
thank you.
Have you got any comments on that, Robbie? Got any?
Not really. It makes sense.
Pardon me?
It makes sense. Does somebody live in that quarter, in that subdivision?
Yes.
There's a home there?
Yes.
Is that yours?
No. Yes, the house is right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right on.
The rest of the yard is all feedlot.
For the feedlot area?
Yeah,
Okay.
Is that across from Holidays?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Any other comments on it then? Questions?
Don't believe so, nope.
Okay, call the question. All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Oh, did I put that in the right spot? Resolution 203-2025, whereas council has received a subdivision application from David William Wright, registered owner of Southeast 251113 West, the Southwest Quarter Section 251113 WPM to subdivide existing yard site. Therefore, be it resolved, council approves subdivision file 4155258750 under the following conditions. That a conditional use order be obtained allowing for the establishment of a rural non-farm dwelling site within the AR agricultural rural zone. That a variation order be obtained to reduce the minimum site area of a parcel size from our RNFD site from 10 acres to 4 acres and parcel width from 200 feet to 196.5 feet within the AR agricultural zone. Number 3, that a variation order be obtained to reduce the front yard setback from 125 feet to 112 feet for the existing house. Can I have a mover, please? Alice, seconder. Harold, questions, comments?
pictures again.
That would be this one, okay. Any comments on this, anybody?
Can we get the light off, please?
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you. So is that his yard site? Where his house is?
I guess so, yeah. Looks like it.
Yep.
4 acres big enough for a pump out?
Pardon me?
Is 4 acres big enough for a pump out?
Anywhere from 2 to 10,
2 to 10?
I think,
Depending, but you gotta be so far
depending on
from,
the setbacks.
yeah, you gotta be so far from the boundaries too, right?
Which way does the water go from the house? Underground,
Down.
down, yeah. Is that to the right, is that east?
Yes. What's the reason for such a long, narrow lot? Anybody ever hear any comments on that?
Probably because between the 2 yards, eh?
I think
Yeah.
to get the acreage.
To square it up and everything? Anybody see any reasons, issues which should not be allowed? Comments?
I would think we need to know where because that house, you gotta be, what, 150 feet?
Well, they're varying that down from 200 to, where that's the width.
Yeah, that's the width. I'm just, like, I just, most times you gotta know where the sewer is, right? And if it's, even if it's in the middle, is that wide enough?
Well, and let's
inside?
say if they got a field that's over, underground.
That won't have a field.
You don't have,
That won't have a field. That's too old a house. It's a newer house, but there's all those trees there, like where would it be?
because they're only doing 196 and a half foot parcel width, like there's
Yeah.
no room for a pump house.
No. I think just our due diligence, I'd wanna ask where it is.
Check out the septic field,
Well, we can't approve it
Whatever.
if it's not right, right?
okay?
Otherwise, we'll have to go back and
Yeah.
change it and make corrections.
We get more information on this?
I
We're gonna have to, eh?
I think that's what we need to do.
So you figure it's gotta have a retaining tank, else there's no way that we can ever subdivide the land.
Well, you just need setback, you have to have your setbacks from your, and it's so narrow. And if you're dead center, it's still, he's only
Still
200.
only got 100, about
Yes.
200 feet, that doesn't give you.
Like this'll be kicked back from planning anyway if it doesn't have that information.
That's right.
Suggestion to table that one till for more information then?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Another thing that really bothers me too, if you go back to that picture. Right beside it.
Feedlot.
Yep. Are we not dealing with minimum distances from feedlots for a non-farm dwelling?
Looks like it. Well, the dwelling's already allowed there, I guess, from whenever to
Yeah,
start
but
with.
it was part of the farm operation.
Okay, now you're
Separated, it's no
separated.
longer.
Yeah.
Like I know it's housing facilities, but it's still like maybe not a feedlot, but it's a calving, holding pens, stuff like that.
There's still minimum distance.
Yep, absolutely. And then that,
Table that one for more information then?
I believe so, Ray, yeah.
Okay, anybody else got a problem with that? We okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good enough, thank you. Resolution 204, 2025, whereas council has received a drainage plan on behalf of Victor and Maria Hoffman, legal owners of Southeast Quarter 41115 WPM. Be it resolved that council approve proposed drainage plan as part of subdivision file number 4155228441. Can I have a mover, please? Rob, seconder.
Sure.
Dallas, comments, questions?
So if we approve this, how does it affect the other question that was asked? About the,
About your old
yeah,
wrecking yard or whatever.
yeah. It says part of,
It's part
council
of.
approved proposed plans as part of subdivision file, but it just, as long as we don't approve this and then all of a sudden it's over, right? Like, I did send Devin, they
Yep.
sent us some stuff, I sent a letter to him personally from me saying that I did it, and I'm questioning, and I'm fine if he passes it or environment passes it, doesn't matter to me.
But then you haven't got a reply to that
I
yet?
have
then?
not got a reply.
Well, then we should wait for a reply from something like that first, should we not?
I said, I'm just one vote, is what I
Yep.
told him, but I just said, to me, that's,
There is a concern
yep.
down the
So
road.
let's table it till we
So
get,
table it.
receive a letter or answer to your letter.
Pending response.
And and honestly, I did say to Devin in the letter, he's pushing October as the deadline for it, and I said, I don't think that's council's fault.
Yeah.
Like, it's not our fault.
No, we're just asking the question, nobody's given us the answer
Yeah.
yet.
I mean, what he's planning on doing up there is fine, really. But I just don't wanna approve this, and then it have affect the whole outcome of until somebody from environment or Devin approves it. Does that make sense?
Well, absolutely, because we don't know if there's any contamination or not. If there is, we're just protecting the prior owners of those lots.
Well, and then when he said it was only 4 years ago, I thought it was like 15 years ago when we brought it up. And then he said it was 4 years ago they stopped doing that. So in my email, I said it's 4 years, does it leach out all that contaminants in 4 years? But he does have a big container there now. He's putting, I think he's cleaning up the site more, I think. But
Let's
I'm
table
asking you
this
to table
until
this.
we get an answer to your letter then?
Pending response.
I mean, maybe tomorrow, Ray, we might have one at the meeting, at the planning
Yeah,
board
well,
meeting.
if they do then,
Yeah.
that's okay then, yeah. But as of today, we table this then, right? Everybody okay with that?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna table that one too, thank you very much. Bylaws, fire ban bylaw, 3/2021. Suggestion made about changing bylaw to put bans on specific wards. Would council like to amend the bylaw or leave as is?
Leave as is.
I think we should amend it.
I think we should amend it.
We should go by the call of the fire chief that's gonna come and put out our fires.
The north part's covered by the Neepawa Fire
Yeah.
Department, right?
Yeah, Clyde's not coming to my place.
So we've got two different, however you amend that, or comments, questions, rest is too.
We're just gonna, that's a pig that we're into, we won't get into, because you're gonna have people, angry people pointing you up. Why he get to burn and I can't? Yeah, it's,
We gotta realize that we are two
It
different
goes the other way too.
areas too.
We've been dry when there's been no burn ban on, and we've got guys burning,
Yeah.
and we're saying, why are they burning? And you guys say, it's wet. No, it's not, it's dry.
Could you do something like splitting the municipality in half, like say 353, from east to west?
Something
You know-
that's not gonna be confused easily.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
or
wards,
the fire, like Neepawa Fire Department is responsible
Yeah, where's their limit?
to a mile north of Brookdale,
mile north of Brookdale.
the way it always was.
Okay,
So that's what it
And
should be.
our
cut off.
Cypress-Langford Fire Department down here is responsible up to it.
That makes more sense. to
So
me
would you not
because-
split it with the
That's
two?
two different fire departments, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
That way I can support that, as long as the actual specific wards.
No,
I think that would be.
No, wards
uh,
isn't a good
yeah,
idea,
no,
I
that'd
don't
be-
think.
Lots
So-
of people don't know.
What is that? People don't know what ward it is.
no.
So we would talk to both chiefs in our due diligence to make sure that they understand that.
Yeah,
And if they agree with that,
we have to.
then that would be
Yeah.
something that would be easy to implement then.
Yeah.
If it's a recommendation from them,
Like,
then
I guess I
absolutely.
wonder how it goes east, farther east into Edrins and that, like how does that, is that the same guidelines?
Well, the old,
Ward 6.
So we just follow 71 right across, I guess.
So Neepawa,
It doesn't go to Wellwood.
Newport doesn't go to Wellwood, no. We go,
Right the fuck.
what are you, road?
75.
I see your point, Harold, like, yeah, I can see that, but it's so confusing now, like, it's maddening at times.
But the fire chief should have where the agreements are.
Yeah.
Like, the Neepawa Fire Department should know where they go to.
Yeah.
North Cypress-Langford Fire Department should know what they're responsible for. Between the two of them could describe where that line should, or is now, or whatever.
Then just put a recommendation to us.
I'd put a recommendation
A
out.
mutual like mutual aid anyway, right? Like
Yeah.
if it's bad
Yeah.
enough, they call in help anyway.
Yeah.
But at least they know now, fire ban, Neepawa's still good stuff. Like, I know this area with the ranges and the parks and
Well,
that,
this is-
it's
yeah.
probably gonna be more,
More restricted.
More
It's drier,
restricted.
too.
Yeah, a
yeah,
lot more
with,
restrictions.
then, and I understand that. So, I mean, it makes sense that why we would implement it. Because you're right, like, why do some people get the
It's like,
permit?
why can the fire chief down here put a restriction on the fire
100%.
department up there, sort of deal?
And I
100%.
actually know somebody who couldn't get land put in because of the fire restriction that was put in down here. With there. So it's not right the way it is right now. And I would say 67, like, we gotta keep away from spruce woods. I understand that. You don't want farmers lighting the fire 3-4 miles from Spruce Woods Provincial Park. But when laws from Carberry holds up somebody way up in Neepawa from sowing land, when there's 5 friggin' miles of black dirt all around them, I just don't understand.
So we have,
So-
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead there,
No, I
Rob.
just gonna say, like, I like the idea, we get the fire chiefs together, have a conversation with them and see what they think, and then we can take recommendations from them. That's why they get paid, right?
Could you make something like that work, Teresa?
There's lots of times it works vice versa. It's dry in Neepawa, it's wet here, and the opposite.
Any other comments, discussion on that? If we let Teresa do her due diligence there with the two
It
fire
only makes
departments? and-
sense now that Clyde is just, the town is separate from the RM as well, like, we're already not one fire ban, right? So the
Okay.
town can be on and off separate from us, so
Okay,
I
yeah.
think it's just all easy.
Okay with that then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. General business for discussion, sale of 316 Fourth Avenue. Comments? Be this building, right?
Yeah. Just like a public correction, I know there was some, rumors going around that we've already sold the building and it's happening and or people are moving in like August 1st, so just public correction that hasn't happened yet, we're in discussion.
Negotiations.
With a very interested buyer who approached us, we would put it up for sale.
Yep.
A buyer came to us, like really expressing interest, so now we are checking into what our plan will be going forward, so I know we are potentially looking at assets in RM that we already own, so, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so we do have a location quite possibly looking promising.
We are exploring options as to what we would like to do,
Yeah,
and if we can build it on our own property,
Yeah.
maybe not a bad idea.
yeah,
We'll have further discussions as to how we want to proceed.
yeah.
We pretty well need to have a special meeting sometime, would we not,
Yes.
Teresa?
Yeah, soon.
Yeah,
So yeah, we are pricing out options of an RTM to move on to land we already own. to see what the outright cost would be after the sale of the building.
What's next week, any time for people to try and get together to just have a good discussion on this?
When are you back?
Pardon me?
When are you back?
I'll be back Friday afternoon.
This Friday? So, maybe Monday?
I'm good with Monday, yeah. I
We
just
have-
got garbage dump meeting first thing in the morning, that's the only thing. Would you like an afternoon or an evening discussion, or what would you like?
I prefer evening.
Yeah.
Do we do, look, or what do you got, evening?
I'm flexible by
If I can make it, I'll
family
go.
plans next week, but I
You
will
be haying?
zoom in anytime.
Probably, either cutting or something, if not bailing.
We don't wanna look at Monday night then?
Sure.
We take a
Try it.
chance on it, we can't, it's one of those things, if we can't all be here, at least
Yeah.
we can have a discussion and
Yeah.
everything, eh?
Yeah, I
In
will.
favor of moving forward,
Yeah,
one way or the other.
Can we do it at 4:30?
4:30,
Try it,
yeah,
pencil it in. See what we can do.
Yeah,
okay, let's do 4:30 on the,
if I can't make it, I prefer let's move forward. That's Monday at 4:30 then?
Yes.
okay, thank you on that, that's good. Resolution 205, 2025, whereas municipal council employees and employees are required to travel for municipal business, including training, conferences, and intergovernmental meetings. And whereas the federal and provincial governments have negotiated preferred hotel rates to reduce travel costs for government officials and employees. And whereas municipalities face increasing financial pressures and would benefit from access to similar cost-saving measures. Therefore, be it resolved that the Association of Manitoba Municipalities, AMM, lobby the hotel industry to establish a standardized municipal government hotel rate similar to the federal and provincial government rates to support cost-effective municipal operations. Can I have a mover, please?
Davidson.
Seconder,
Absolutely,
Dallas. Any questions, comments on that? I think that's a
that'd be awesome.
good thing to be doing. Call the question, all in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Resolution 206, 2025, whereas Manitoba Environment and Climate Change under Drainage and Water Control regulate drainage within the province of Manitoba through the Water Rights Act. And whereas Section 7.5A of the Water Rights Act states application for permit. 7.5, an application for a permit required on subsection 2 shall be submitted to the minister and shall contain and or have enclosed therewith. A, such information, particulars and plans relating to the proposed use, diversion, or control of water, or the proposed construction or establishment of works or water control works as the minister may require. And whereas when a permit for registration certificate is issued, there is no mention of the type of works approved as described in the application. And whereas a permit for registration certificate states the terms of this registration certificate shall be perpetuity and shall become effective only on the date of registration. And whereas municipalities under the use the registration certificate to provide to contractors performing the authorized works. Therefore, be it resolved that the Association of Manitoba Municipalities lobby Manitoba Environment and Climate Change under Drainage and Water Control to amend their permit for a registration certificate to include a description of the approved works requested on the application. Have a mover, please.
Davidson.
Seconder,
Grant?
Grant. Discussion.
This only makes sense to know what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah, might as well tell us
100%.
what- Any other comments? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Okay, what was that we had added to the agenda, Teresa? Or you want to take a, what do you want to take, a 10-minute, 10-minute break here?
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
We do it added to the agenda yet or
Do we
not?
need to go back and talk about that water first, to kind of, brain drainage, didn't make a decision on that?
Okay, well, go back and do that right now
Finish
then.
that one up.
What's everybody's opinion on that?
Which one? Sorry?
On brain
Really quick,
drainage,
finish that
tile
brain
drainage, are
drainage.
we going to do the new?
So I think it's just a matter of, like, for timing, do we change our mind now or wait till we made the policy, right? I know it's that we're definitely gonna revisit the policy, but I think the discussion is, do we preemptively do that knowing our mind is gonna be changed, or do we wait till it's done?
I would say we gotta discuss policy first, like we don't want to make a decision. Then
Probably not going to do it until the fall anyways, I would imagine, when the crop's off, but that's just an assumption, I don't know. But it doesn't matter to me, couldn't do it.
Because how long would it take us, if it's not bylaw, it's just policy, right? So if we were to pull it up by next month, could we just tweak it next month, or would it take a couple readings to do
If we're
that?
gonna come down next Monday night and
We
talk
could
about
tweak it
the
then,
office,
or we
can
could
we
tweak it
talk
Monday.
about it at the same time? If you could,
Yeah,
does that give you time to put
Yep.
anything together,
Yep.
Teresa, on something like that, a suggestion?
Yep.
Or what do you think, Jaren?
I don't know, like, would it be out of line to have them sign an agreement, or at least tell them we're gonna go ahead with it, or, I don't know.
You know what? Can I give a suggestion?
Sure.
This has been going on since 2023.
Yeah.
I don't
Wow.
think waiting
Another month.
to figure out
That's what
what
I-
you guys want to
Yeah.
do is going to hurt any.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we could send them a letter just saying it's tabled, but we are looking at the policy. and
Reviewing.
It's for your best interest if you wait a month, right?
Yep, nope.
It's probably not really, I mean, odds are it's gonna be okay, but it's probably not fair to everybody else just saying, yeah, go ahead and do it now without.
Yeah,
without
no,
the
no,
policy.
I just say
I
like,
mean,
it's in your best interest, we table
Yeah.
it for a month because we're
It's
revisiting
our
the
best
policy.
interest
Yes.
if we
Yeah.
do it right.
yeah,
oh, for
absolutely,
sure.
100%. I mean, telling them to wait is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, because of
Yeah.
kindness, really.
Anything else to go back on then for a minute?
No, I think that's all we kind of skipped over there.
Okay, we've talked enough about the road program, what we want to do then. We talked with Matt this morning about this Tire Road part there before,
Yeah.
maybe not everybody was here.
basically we've decided on the spot.
We've got a road, yeah.
What else do we need?
Somebody has to just call the dude and tell him to come and give us an estimate.
Yep.
He
I'll
applies,
get the process started.
You'll
Yeah.
get it going.
and as soon as they come together and he gives us a letter saying you got your grant, do it. Like, right? I mean, I'm not
Yeah, that's
putting
right,
words in
yeah.
your mouth, it just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what if it's 25,000 to get that done? I mean, we don't know
I
yet.
think it's, even if we have to put 5,000 in, I think it's still worth it
I
for
think
us
so
to
too,
do
right?
something, is it not?
Yeah, I agree with that.
We definitely have to try one spot, see if it works.
Well, like Matt said, there's one spot and then there's another, so whether you go through them both or you stop,
both.
well, that's what I mean, no sense doing one and not the next one we decided if it's,
Yeah.
if everything's there, right, but part of it'll be the mold.
Yeah,
Get it there.
well, that's it. If he's there, he's there and
Yeah.
doing it, we can get the stuff.
We'll see, like, I mean, obviously, we'll see what happens once you get the estimates in, but.
Yeah.
So you can get the process moving on that then,
Yeah.
everybody? Okay. Alrighty. Communications, WA, Westman ATV,
Mhm.
just committee updates. Tax services, Teresa, what you got there? Sale of lands for real
Yeah.
taxes?
Just some notices that went out for sale of land coming up.
Okay, Royal Canadian Legion bingo prize donation.
We have some speakers, if you guys are okay with me sending a few of those.
I think that's a fair comment, yep. Wayne Hildebrand, Habitat Concerns, we had a meeting with him. OFC Fire Service Support Letter. Any comments, questions on that? MTI DFA changes. Anybody got any comments on that? Fire report, okay. MNR 2514 conflict resolution. Any comments? RCA Museum Mirage, yeah. MTI 351 access permit. Manitoba Hydro utility pole advisory on mounts. Evolve, the 3 works what they're doing. Wellwood Cemetery, a thank you. And Riverdale, a mayor for thank you for hosting. And NACI scholarship, Brianne Casper, thank you for our scholarship. Comments, concerns about any of them? CAO report around the table. Want to go you first?
It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
I kind of did it right there for you all.
Okay.
Property taxes out. Property taxes were sent out in a more timely manner this year. Ratepayers should all have received them by now. Tenders were issued for the old spray track mower and 2 fuel tanks. Submission deadline was actually July 14th, and tenders are now ready or will be ready today for council's review at the end of day. The Western District meeting was a success. A sincere thank you goes out to the Brookdale volunteers for their tremendous help in preparation. They were fantastic. Special thanks also to the office staff for their hard work and dedication in organizing this event. We did a lot of work in there. It's appreciated.
I think you could relay that to them on behalf of the whole council.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good job that was done. Very good.
As far as insurance goes, the office insurance claim has been completed. High winds caused damage to the shop east of Neepawa, including the overhead door and the fence around the bin compound. Delta Insurance has completed their assessment and authorized the ordering of a new door and hardware, which I've done. They will arrange contractors for the fence repairs. The insurance claim for the shop, Carberry shop roof and ceiling still remains open and is still under review. There's someone been sent a quote, but I've received no response back as to when they can do it. AMM golf tournament's coming up July 17th in Deloraine. I have 2 people who have confirmed attendance. Anyone else interested?
That is this Thursday.
This Thursday.
17th, yeah.
I won't be around, so you going, Robbie?
So I could probably go.
Dallas?
So I have 3, and then anyone else?
Anybody else want to go?
What about Malcolm, or not?
Malcolm is.
Matt?
Matt,
Maddie will go.
Yep, Matt will go.
So you
I
can-
just wanted to ask all council first.
he can drive. Perfect.
Yep,
Okay.
there you go.
Good, we've got our 4.
Alrighty, thank you. Have fun, enjoy yourself.
No,
It's a
Malcolm.
good deal.
Oh, yeah, it is good.
NCC agreement, the agreement remains with legal counsel. He was going to get back to me last week, and he hasn't finished obviously yet. They're reviewing the historical plans and documentation. Over on subdivision, we're waiting for a response from the party who received the letter. I spoke to him last week. He's got it with his lawyer right now, so we're still waiting on that response. He's got a few ideas he wants to bring forward, I think. RF now, there was a mowing incident where a complaint was received from a resident stating that our mower operator entered his private property and damaged his RF now equipment. And upon inspection, it appears the mower broke a protective cover over the underground equipment. I'm just waiting for follow-up from RF now regarding the extent of the damage and possible billing. I did instruct Public Works that they should be staying off private property, even if they're just going in with good intentions.
So it was on the ditch, it was actually right
It
there.
was in their property.
I was gonna say, is it from the ditch? It's supposed to be underground. Not
That's
supposed to be
right.
hidden.
That's right.
Yeah, and it is underground, it's just that cover, and I do have pictures for just in case,
I
yeah.
can see them being a pain, all right.
Yeah. PTH 1 and PTH 5 intersection, we had a legislative meeting with Minister Naylor and landmark planning attended by Ray, Rob, and myself. During the meeting, the petition form from the concerned citizens was formally presented to the minister. The Premier's office contacted the municipal office with a request for a conversation with council. The Reeve, who was on a watershed tour at the time, spoke with the Premier regarding concerns over PTH 1 and 5 Junction. Shortly after, a public announcement was made concerning the future of the proposed project. And fire ban is issued for the municipality as of Thursday morning due to dry weather conditions. And that is it, that is all for me.
Robbie,
Not too much, just wanted to, I spoke with Teresa the other day and I suggested that on behalf of our council, we send a letter to the Premier and to Minister Naylor on behalf of us, thanking them and the citizens in this RM for actually listening to us. And the letter was really good that she did draw. I don't know if you sent it yet, but
Yep, it's good then.
And I mean, it just shows our good faith for what they did.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what political party they are, they did the right thing for us.
That's right.
So I just suggested it and it was a really good letter and I'm very happy she did that. Thank you.
Yep.
And that's it for me. I've got a
Robert?
few things for,
thank you. Harold?
Nothing.
No. Thank you. Dallas?
Just some updates, the Arts Council, there's not a whole lot, planned right now, we're still waiting on, a finalized agreement for staffing from the town CEO to see where all that's sitting, but things will be going underway. Health Action Committee, it's quite calm right now, but because we still have our 2 doctors in place and under contract, we're starting to look forward to keep on the ball with recruiting efforts to make sure we're on top of things for when their contracts are done. Health Action has financially aided the local clinic to renovate the office for Dr. Alec Gailey, who had 2 very tiny offices. So we've expanded for retention efforts to help her be happy in her space. And we are currently assisting in the courtyard project to improve the safety and use of the courtyard for family, staff, and residents. It's coming along well. And I had the privilege to present at GRAD in Carberry, as well as bring greetings at the Carberry Fair. And Wellwood had a wonderful, successful Canada Day event on June 30th, and I'll be attending their community meeting tonight.
Great, thank you. Grant?
Just got to, I'd like to congratulate the Ag Society on that fireworks show on Saturday night.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
pretty awesome.
phenomenal for a town
Yeah.
of Carberry. And Spruce Woods Hutterite Colony is, I've mentioned this before, but they've requested school in a 30-kilometer zone sign. When I was there, there's actually, like, I don't know if the municipality gravelled that road to the west of them, but there, when I was there at the school grounds talking to Joel, there was, I don't know who the idiot was that went right by that colony at 60 miles per hour down that back road. So there is very concerns because of the schools adjacent to that road, and I thought I would mention it today that we
It's
need
perfect. They brought up in districts, and I forgot to follow up.
Just so you know, 3 signs are ordered for there.
They are?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. That's it for me.
Good, thank you. Jaren?
I attended the public meeting for the Recreation Steering Committee. There was a lot of public support for proceeding with the new recreation complex. There was some discussion over location and more investigation going into that. It's still very preliminary. It'll be a long time away, but there's still there was 4 properties discussed. I believe there's a 5th one that was mentioned at the public meeting that's being looked at now. And Langford Recreation paid for the July 1st open pool day. It was well attended. Everybody had a good time. It was much appreciated. That's what
Okay, I forgot to mention too, there was like a July 1st barbecue at the pool too, and it was really great turnout. We actually ran out of food like halfway through. It was amazing turnout, so.
Was the pool open?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
good.
Who got the North Cypress-Langford scholarship down here?
I did send that name forward.
I just saw it.
I'm getting confused. I gave one out for arts and one for us. And I will look back at the name.
Just take your time.
Yeah, for sure. Just wait on me.
Well, you're looking, I'll talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the Brookdale Scholarship and Nipawt grad, Haley Dennis got that scholarship.
And Eva Bach was down here.
Okay, good. And Rihanna Kasprick got one for the North Cypress-Langford scholarship. They attended the parade down here. Thank you, Dallas, for coming with us. Good. And as Teresa was saying, Rob says canoe there. I was talking to him the other day, and I reiterated the same thing as you said to him. Like, thank you very much. The people around here appreciate the fact that you did listen, or he did listen.
Yep.
And then told us the announcement would be coming sooner. I still question why he phoned the mayor on the Friday and didn't let us know until Wednesday at dinner time. But I wasn't going there with him, so.
Are you saying they're gonna make an announcement of what they're gonna actually do?
No, that they were going to cancel.
Oh, the cancellation, so they're not gonna do anything.
They haven't made any.
The only design they won't have is the overpass, which he actually said in a conference that it's back on the table. So that's the only design they won't have. They've got the other three,
Yeah,
the
the
other
other
two
ones
designs,
are-
they've already got them made. So I don't know, I haven't spoken to anybody yet to see, where they are, if that same engineering consultants, if they're back on the job to look at these other options. I would assume they would be, because they designed it too. So,
Okay. Other than that, that's all I had for now, and Resolution 207, 2025, be it resolved that council as a committee of the whole move into in-camera to discuss personnel matters. Can I have a mover, please? Grant, seconder. Harold, all in favor? Opposed? Carried.